An update to a gator story that gained national attention back in March. State conservation officials just reversing course after threatening to take a Lakeland woman's trained pet alligator away.
Everybody's happy to show off their skunks. People are proud of their animals. It's competition, too.
When you visit a pet store,
this one is nice, too. Yeah, this one is a big one.
You're probably thinking of adopting a dog, cat, or bird. But what if your new pet turned out to be something entirely unexpected? The people you're about to meet took pet adoption to a whole new level, ending up with wild monsters instead of the usual furry or feathered friends. From reptilian roommates to surprise jungle companions, here are 15 people who accidentally adopted wild monsters. Number 15. Deborah Cypherni. Deborah Cypherni of North Ridgeville, Ohio, defies expectations by keeping 50 domestic skunks as cherished pets in her 5-bedroom home. Her journey into skunk companionship began in 2000, when she initially adopted a skunk to cope with the loss of her mother. Since then, her bond with these unique animals has only grown stronger, leading her to establish America's sole rescue center dedicated to domestic skunks, affectionately known as Skunk Haven. Despite their reputation for foul odors, Deborah insists skunks are lovable and devoted creatures, akin to dogs in their affectionate nature. Her daily routine revolves around caring for her skunk family, starting at 4:30 a.m., with feeding and cleaning, a labor of love that consumes hours each day before she heads to her customer service job. This dedication not only fulfills her but also keeps her active and healthy, attributing her vigor to the constant care and attention demanded by her unusual pets. Deborah's advocacy extends beyond her home. She organizes an annual event, Skunk Fest, drawing skunk enthusiasts from across the United States. This gathering celebrates these misunderstood animals with activities like beauty pageants and awards for best-dressed skunks, challenging stereotypes and promoting a positive image of skunk ownership. Through Skunk Haven and Skunk Fest, Deborah aims to educate the public about skunks' true nature and dismantle misconceptions. Her passion and commitment to these often misunderstood creatures have garnered her admiration not only locally, but also internationally, with supporters and fans from the UK, France, and the Netherlands. For Deborah, her life's purpose is clear: to care for and advocate for skunks until the end. Number 14. Jared Allen Yast. Jared Allen Yast, a landscaper from Minnesota, had always been an animal lover. One crisp autumn morning, while working on a project near the edge of a wooded area, he heard faint, distressed cries.
Oh, what?
Following the sounds, Jared stumbled upon a tiny, shivering kitten, seemingly abandoned. Moved by the sight, he decided to rescue the helpless creature and take it home. Jared named the kitten Whiskers and treated it with utmost care, believing it to be a domestic cat. Whiskers quickly became a beloved member of Jared's household, charming everyone with their playful antics and endearing personalities. However, Jared immediately began to notice some unusual characteristics. The kitten's fur was thicker, its paws larger, and its sound and behavior were more wild than any domestic cat he had encountered. Intrigued and slightly concerned, Jared did some research and sought advice from a local veterinarian. To his astonishment, he discovered that Whiskers was not a regular house cat, but a baby bobcat, a wild species native to North America. The realization was both thrilling and daunting. Bobcats, known for their solitary and territorial nature, are far from domesticated and can grow to be quite powerful predators. Jared faced a difficult decision. While he had become attached to Whiskers, he understood that keeping a bobcat as a pet was neither safe nor ethical. After consulting with wildlife experts, he decided to contact a nearby wildlife rehabilitation center. The center assured Jared that they could provide Whiskers with the appropriate environment and care required for a bobcat to thrive. Reluctantly but responsibly, Jared transferred Whiskers to the wildlife center, where the bobcat could live in a habitat more suited to its wild nature. This experience profoundly impacted Jared, making him more aware of the complexities and responsibilities of wildlife rescue. He now advocates for proper identification and care of rescued animals, sharing his story to educate others about the importance of wildlife conservation and the risks of unintentionally adopting wild animals. Number 13. Penny Patterson. Coco the gorilla, born on July 4th, 1971, at the San Francisco Zoo, captured the world's imagination with her extraordinary ability to communicate using American Sign Language, ASL. Her remarkable journey began when she was just a year old and was adopted by Dr. Francine Penny Patterson, a psychologist and researcher with a passion for understanding the minds of our closest animal relatives. Penny, as she is affectionately known, met Coco in 1972 and quickly saw the potential to break new ground in interspecies communication. She began teaching Coco ASL, and the gorilla displayed an astonishing ability to learn and use signs to express her thoughts and emotions. Over the years, Coco mastered over 1,000 signs and understood around 2,000 spoken English words, a feat that brought her widespread acclaim. Living with Coco was a unique experience for Penny. Their relationship transcended the typical boundaries between humans and animals, evolving into a deep and affectionate bond. Coco's ability to express herself made their interactions rich and nuanced. Penny provided Coco with a stimulating environment filled with toys, books, and even pet cats, which Coco adored and treated with remarkable gentleness. Coco's fame grew as her story was shared through books, documentaries, and media appearances. She became an ambassador for her species, raising awareness about the intelligence and emotional depth of gorillas. Penny and Coco's work highlighted the importance of conservation and empathy towards animals, fostering a deeper understanding of the cognitive abilities of great apes. Despite the challenges of caring for a gorilla, Penny's dedication never wavered. She ensured Coco received the best care, maintaining her physical health and emotional well-being. Their daily routines included signing sessions, playtime, and moments of quiet companionship, reflecting the profound connection they shared. Coco's legacy, following her passing in 2018, lives on through the Gorilla Foundation, which Penny continues to lead. Number 12. Mary Thorne. Mary Thorne, a resident of Lakeland, Florida, has an extraordinary pet that sets her apart, an alligator named Rambo. Rambo's story with Mary began when he was just a baby, rescued from a situation where he was kept in poor conditions with other alligators. Recognizing the little alligator's potential for a better life, Mary decided to take him in, embarking on a unique journey of companionship. Raising Rambo required Mary to adopt unconventional methods. Unlike typical pets, an alligator demands specific care, from diet to habitat. Mary, with her unwavering dedication, transformed her home to accommodate Rambo's needs, ensuring he had enough space to roam and a suitable environment that mimicked his natural habitat as closely as possible. Rambo's upbringing under Mary's care was filled with affection and attentive training. He became remarkably tame, a characteristic uncommon in wild alligators. Mary even trained Rambo to respond to commands and to interact gently with humans, showcasing his docile nature. His surprising adaptability earned him a special place not only in Mary's heart, but also in the local community. Life with Rambo is anything but ordinary. Mary often takes Rambo for walks in the backyard, where he enjoys basking in the sun and exploring his surroundings. She ensures his diet is well balanced, consisting mainly of chicken, fish, and occasionally treats that keep him happy and healthy. Their bond drew significant media attention, with Rambo becoming somewhat of a local celebrity. People are often astonished to see an alligator so integrated into a human household. Mary advocates for responsible exotic pet ownership, frequently educating others about the importance of proper care and the specific needs of reptiles like Rambo. Number 11. Maria and Alexander Dmitriev. Maria and Alexander Dmitriev, residents of Moscow, Russia, found their lives forever changed when they welcomed a unique addition to their family, Puma cat Messi. The Dmitrievs' journey with Messi began unexpectedly when they encountered him at a local animal rescue center. Despite his imposing appearance, Messi's gentle demeanor and affectionate nature instantly won them over. Maria says they were drawn to Messi's majestic presence and his surprisingly friendly personality. They decided to adopt him, unaware of the adventures that lay ahead. Living with Messi proved both exhilarating and enriching for the Dmitrievs. His playful antics and curious nature brought a new vitality to their home. Adjusting to life with Messi required some creative solutions. His large size meant he needed ample space to roam and play. The Dmitrievs transformed part of their home into a mini jungle gym, complete with climbing trees and cozy spots for him to relax. Beyond his physical presence, Messi became a social media sensation, garnering thousands of followers who marveled at his charming personality. Despite the challenges of caring for a cat with such distinct needs, the Dmitrievs cherish every moment with Messi. Maria always says that Messi's not just a pet, rather a part of their family. She also admits that Messi has taught us patience, love, and the joy of embracing life's unexpected surprises. As Messi continues to thrive under their care, Maria and Alexander look forward to more adventures together. Number 10. Roxy Darts. In the rugged terrain of Zimbabwe, where elephant poaching has devastated populations in West Africa and pushed poachers eastward, leaving behind vulnerable orphaned elephants, one NGO stands defiantly against the tide of despair. Moyo, a young elephant, was rescued by Roxy Darts and her team at the Zimbabwe Elephant Nursery. Moyo's journey began tragically when she was discovered, at just 3 to 4 days old, alone and distressed near the shores of Lake Kariba. Roxy, founder of the Zimbabwe Elephant Nursery under the NGO Wild as Life, received a distress call and immediately mobilized her team. They found Moyo to be barely 56 kilograms, far lighter than the average 90-kilogram weight for an African elephant calf. Roxy did not take Moyo home as a pet, but rather brought her to the sanctuary in Harare, where the dedicated team provided round-the-clock care. Roxy clarifies that she didn't treat Moyo like a pet. Instead, she focused on her survival and well-being. She personally spent every moment with her, ensuring she received the right nutrition, warmth, and comfort to thrive. Roxy's dedication and hands-on approach were critical in Moyo's early days, as she learned to bottle feed the orphaned calf and monitored her progress closely. The Zimbabwe Elephant Nursery serves as a haven for orphaned elephants, where they receive not only physical care, but also emotional support to recover from the trauma of losing their families. Looking ahead, the Zimbabwe Elephant Nursery plans to expand its facilities and conservation efforts, aiming to create more protected areas where elephants can thrive and eventually be released back into their natural habitats. Number 9. Greg Parra. Greg Parra, an Afghanistan war veteran from Mayaka City, Florida, had always dreamed of having a warthog as a pet since he was a child. In December 2021, that dream finally came true when he received a call about a baby warthog named Wallace. Wallace was just 3 weeks old when Greg adopted him, and from that moment on, the little warthog imprinted on his new family. We had to bottle feed him, so he became very close to us, Greg recalls. Raised alongside 2 Jack Russell Terriers, Wallace developed many dog-like behaviors, earning him the affectionate nickname Warthog. Living with Wallace has been a unique and joyful experience for Greg and his family. Wallace quickly adapted to his new home, becoming fully house-trained. He enjoys belly rubs, cuddles, and even sleeps with the dogs, seamlessly integrating into the household. Greg says that Wallace is very affectionate and follows him everywhere. He also said that Wallace loves to be a pest to one of the dogs, and it's hilarious to watch them interact. Wallace's playful nature shines through as he runs around, twirling in circles and scratching his face on Greg's leg. He's also fond of playing with stuffed animals and enjoys being around people. Despite a few teething troubles like chewing on the walls when he was younger, Wallace has grown out of those habits. Now he listens well, comes when called, and communicates his needs by whining when he's hungry or tired. At night, he settles down in his specially made pig loo, content and comfortable.
Wallace, are you ready to take a nap? It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Number 8. Janice Haley. Janice Haley, a resident of Orlando, Florida, has garnered widespread attention for her unique and controversial lifestyle choice, living with 2 Bengal tigers. Janice's fascination with big cats began in the early 2000s, when she adopted her first tiger cub, Janda. Later, she added another tiger, Saber, to her household. Both tigers were raised from a young age under Janice's care, becoming an integral part of her family. Janice's dedication to her tigers is remarkable. She spends a significant portion of her day attending to their needs, including feeding, cleaning, and engaging them in physical activities. Her backyard is transformed into a sprawling enclosure, designed to provide a comfortable and stimulating environment for the tigers. Despite the inherent dangers associated with keeping such powerful predators, Janice insists that her tigers are like family, and claims to understand their behavior and needs intimately. However, Janice's choice to keep Bengal tigers as pets has sparked considerable debate. Critics argue that, no matter how well cared for, wild animals like tigers should not be kept in domestic environments. They stress that tigers require vast territories and social structures that cannot be replicated in a home setting. Moreover, the potential for danger to both the owner and the surrounding community is a serious concern. Janice, on the other hand, believes that her tigers are happy and healthy. She emphasizes that they are not meant to be domesticated pets, but rather beloved companions that she has chosen to care for responsibly. Her experience highlights the complexities of exotic pet ownership and raises important questions about animal welfare, conservation, and human-animal relationships.
I am their mother. As far as they're concerned, I am mommy. They rub me in the face, they'll let me kiss them on the nose.
Number 7. Philip Gile. Philippe Gile, a 67-year-old Frenchman from Couëron near Nantes, has turned his home into an extraordinary haven for over 400 reptiles, including rattlesnakes, tarantulas, and lizards. His collection, amassed over 2 decades, would send shivers down the spines of anyone with a phobia of these creatures. However, for Gile, it's a labor of love and a lifelong passion. In his living room, Gillette can often be found gazing at his black cobra. Among his diverse menagerie are tamed alligators, showcasing his ability to cultivate relationships with some of the most fearsome reptiles. Each of these creatures is meticulously cared for, and Gile ensures he has all the necessary permits to keep and transport them legally. Gillette's dedication extends beyond his personal collection. He runs roadshows aimed at raising awareness about reptiles, educating the public on their importance, and dispelling common misconceptions. He believes that people are often afraid of what they don't understand, and his goal is to show them that reptiles are not to be feared but respected. Despite the inherent danger, Gillette maintains that his neighbors are unfazed by their unusual reptilian neighbors. His reassurance and transparency have fostered a sense of trust within the community. However, not everyone is as comfortable with Gillette's unique household. The local fire department, for instance, has been instructed not to enter his home in case of an emergency, underscoring the risks associated with such a collection. Living with 400 reptiles may sound daunting to many, but for Philippe Gillette, it is a dream come true. Number 6. Brian Hahn. Brian Hahn, a wildlife enthusiast from California, has a particularly unique companion in his life, Jake, a baby hyena. Jake's journey into Brian's life began when he was rescued from an illegal wildlife trafficking situation. At just a few weeks old, Jake was in desperate need of care and a safe environment, which Brian was more than willing to provide. Jake quickly became a central figure in Brian's household. Unlike the fearsome reputation often associated with hyenas, Jake displayed a playful and affectionate demeanor. He was raised alongside Brian's other pets, which included dogs and cats, and soon adopted many of their behaviors. Jake's curiosity and intelligence shone through as he learned to interact gently with his new family members, often engaging in playful antics that kept everyone entertained. Brian's daily routine was adapted to accommodate Jake's needs. Feeding time was a particular highlight, with Jake's diet consisting of a mix of raw meat and specially formulated supplements to ensure he grew up healthy and strong. Brian also made sure Jake had plenty of mental stimulation, providing toys and puzzles that challenged his intellect and kept him engaged. Living with a hyena presented its challenges, but Brian embraced them with dedication and enthusiasm. He worked closely with wildlife experts to ensure Jake received the best care possible and remained healthy and happy. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, with Jake often following Brian around the house, seeking attention and affection. Jake's presence has also provided Brian with opportunities to educate others about hyenas. He frequently shares their adventures on social media, challenging the negative stereotypes surrounding these misunderstood creatures. Through their story, Brian aims to promote a greater understanding and appreciation of hyenas, highlighting their intelligence and social nature. All right, guys, it's time for our subscribers' pick. Take a look at this compelling image that raises an important question. Can wild animals truly be domesticated? On the left, a woman is pictured with a massive python, suggesting a close bond between human and reptile. However, the image on the right shows the same woman in a hospital bed with facial injuries, hinting at a serious incident involving the snake. Such incidents highlight the potential risks of keeping wild animals as pets, as even seemingly tame creatures can exhibit unpredictable and harmful behavior. While specific details about the woman and her pet python aren't provided, this image caught attention when it first surfaced on the internet. But do you believe wild animals can be fully domesticated? Are humans ever entirely safe from the potential dangers posed by these creatures? Share your opinions in the comments section. Number 5. The McFarland White Household. Meet Gilbert the Badger, the beloved and unconventional pet of the McFarland White family, who own a ranch near Two Dots, Montana. Gilbert's journey to becoming part of this ranching family is both heartwarming and fascinating. A story that began when he was found as an orphaned cub. Gilbert was discovered by the McFarland Whites during a routine check of their property. The tiny, helpless badger was alone, and it was clear that he needed immediate care. Recognizing the cub's plight, the family decided to take him in. They named him Gilbert, and thus began his transformation from a wild animal to a cherished pet. Raising a badger on a ranch is no small feat, but the McFarland Whites embraced the challenge. Gilbert quickly adapted to his new home, displaying a mix of curiosity, intelligence, and playfulness that endeared him to everyone on the ranch. Unlike the typical pets you might expect on a ranch, Gilbert carved out his own niche, becoming a fixture in the daily life of the McFarland White family. Gilbert's diet was carefully managed, with the family ensuring he received the right balance of nutrition to thrive. He enjoyed a mix of fruits, vegetables, and specially prepared meats, which kept him healthy and active. His favorite treats included berries and insects, which he would eagerly snatch up during his foraging explorations around the ranch. Living with Gilbert was an adventure. He became known for his playful antics. He was often seen digging enthusiastically in the yard or exploring the nooks and crannies of the ranch. His presence brought joy and laughter, with the family often sharing stories of his escapades with friends and visitors. Despite his wild origins, Gilbert formed a deep bond with his human family. He followed them around the ranch, participated in their routines, and even enjoyed the occasional cuddle session. His unique personality and affectionate nature made him a beloved member of the McFarland White household. Number 4. The Little Girl with the Owl. In a heartwarming moment captured in a viral video, a young girl's affectionate bond with a snowy owl captivated viewers worldwide. The footage showcases the girl gently kissing her owl. The owl, known for its majestic presence and typically reserved demeanor, appears surprisingly serene and accepting of the girl's gestures of affection. This intimate interaction challenges common perceptions of owls as solitary and aloof creatures, revealing their capacity for forming gentle and trusting relationships with humans. Viewers were struck by the mutual affection and understanding displayed in the video, as the owl reciprocates the girl's affection with a quiet grace. Such moments emphasize the importance of empathy and respect in human-animal interactions, showcasing how animals, even those as enigmatic as owls, can respond to kindness and trust. Even though owls are known as skilled predators of the night skies, their reputation as hunters doesn't overshadow their captivating presence and innate curiosity when encountered by humans. Number 3. Casey Anderson. Brutus, fondly known as Brutus the Bear, was more than just a grizzly. He was a beloved companion and co-star alongside naturalist Casey Anderson in their shared journey, documented on National Geographic. Born in January 2002, Brutus had a tumultuous start, spending his early months confined to a small steel box, the cage that had been his mother's in a captive bear facility. His life took a dramatic turn when he found sanctuary at the Montana Grizzly Encounter Rescue and Educational Sanctuary. Under Casey Anderson's care, Brutus thrived, and together, they appeared frequently on television, with Brutus often stealing the spotlight as Anderson's loyal co-host on various Nat Geo and Nat Geo Wild series. Their partnership extended beyond TV screens. Brutus starred in films like Iron Ridge and Pretty Ugly People, captivating audiences with his imposing yet gentle demeanor. Beyond entertainment, Brutus played a vital role in raising awareness about grizzly bears and their conservation needs. His presence in live educational shows across America left a lasting impact, educating audiences about bear behavior, habitat preservation, and human-wildlife coexistence. Tragically, Brutus passed away on February 2, 2021, at the age of 19, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire admiration and respect for these magnificent creatures. Number 2. Jamie Trainer. Jamie Trainer is a passionate advocate for rhino conservation, dedicating herself to rescuing and caring for these majestic creatures in their natural habitat. Her journey as a rhino rescuer began with a deep-seated love for wildlife and a desire to make a tangible difference in their lives. Jamie's involvement often starts with rescuing orphaned rhinos, which may have lost their mothers to poaching or other human-wildlife conflicts. These vulnerable calves require round-the-clock care and nurturing, a role Jamie embraces wholeheartedly. She ensures they receive proper nutrition, medical attention, and the emotional support needed to thrive. Once adopted, these baby rhinos become part of Jamie's extended family, finding sanctuary in specialized wildlife rehabilitation centers or protected reserves where they can grow and learn essential survival skills. Jamie's days are filled with joyous moments, from running alongside these playful giants in the bush to sharing affectionate mud wallows and, of course, receiving their unforgettable rhino kisses. Beyond the daily care routines, Jamie's work extends to educational outreach and advocacy. She educates local communities and visitors about the importance of rhino conservation, highlighting the threats these animals face and the critical role humans play in their protection. Her efforts aim to foster greater awareness and empathy towards rhinos, encouraging sustainable practices and policies that safeguard their future. Number 1. Patsy Gibbons. 3 foxes, 28 hens, 12 ducks, 2 dogs and 2 cats may sound like a recipe for disaster. But for one man in County Kilkenny, it simply describes the wondrous collection of pets he's brought together in his home. Patsy Gibbons, renowned for his remarkable bond with 3 rescued foxes, has turned his home into a sanctuary for a diverse group of animals, all living harmoniously under his care. Patsy's unexpected journey into fox rescue began with Gran, a 7-week-old fox cub found by his brother-in-law in a storeroom near Columba's Hospital in Thomastown. Taking her to the local vet was just the beginning. Patsy continued to care for Gran, nurturing her back to health and forming a deep bond with her. Gran was soon joined by Minnie, a 1-month-old pup brought to Patsy by a local woman. The final member of the trio, Henry, named after Kilkenny hurler Henry Shefflin, came to Patsy after being attacked by a dog. Patsy took Henry in, and he quickly became part of the fox family. Caring for 3 foxes, alongside his other animals, has turned Patsy into a bit of a viral sensation. Images of him with his foxes made waves on the internet in 2014, capturing hearts worldwide. Despite the attention, Patsy remains humble about his role. Living with Gren, Minnie, and Henry has been an adventure filled with unique challenges and rewarding moments. Patsy describes them as intelligent, curious, and affectionate creatures, each with their own distinct personality. Grain, the first of the trio, is playful and adventurous. Minnie, more reserved, has a gentle nature, while Henry, the resilient one, shows a remarkable capacity for trust despite his rough start.